tomorrow, but then autumn swinging in with a vengeance later on in the week. But at the moment we have high pressure pushing in from the west, hence the promise of fine weather, but that's not going to last, and it's going to be replaced by low pressure later on. It's going to be reflected in the winds too. Fairly light, gentle breezes tomorrow after all the wind of the last day or so, but then those winds eventually pick up first of all from the southwest, then swing to the west, and eventually round more to the northwest. And as you can see, by the end of the week, those strong winds are back, and they're going to be strong and fairly cool winds as well. Now today we've seen the cloud dissolving as the day wore on and the pressure rose, and just recently there's just a little bit of cloud floating around across the country, but most places are ending the day with some sunshine, a little bit of patchy cloud, chiefly in the north and west of Scotland and near to some other western coasts. That's mostly where the cloud's going to stay overnight. The thickest cloud in the far north of Scotland, where eventually it's going to bring some further outbreaks of rain. Onto mist and fog patches forming inland as those temperatures drop right back to a chilly 5 or 6 degrees in many places, that is away from coast, and even as low as about 3 degrees in those notoriously chilly spots. Tomorrow the mist and fog around first thing, but just a patch or two and not really lasting. That's going to clear, and for much of the country it's going to be simply a dry and sunny day. The north of Scotland and eventually the more western parts of Scotland I think will have more in the way of cloud, quite breezy too, and there'll be some outbreaks of rain, most of it light and patchy. Some heavier bursts of rain though probably in Shetland at least first thing. The wind's freshening again in the far north, but otherwise for most parts of the country the breezes are going to be quite gentle, lighter than they have been, and with all the sunshine and eventually temperatures up to 21 or 22 degrees, it should feel reasonably warm. And then on Thursday, for much of England and Wales, again we start off with a few fog patches and we end up with a good deal of dry weather with some sunshine, although there might be 1 or 2 showers coming along later on in the day. But for other northern and western areas, the change beginning to take place after starting off dry. Some outbreaks of rain will move into those western and northern areas during the course of the day, the winds freshening again. And then on Friday we get that rain moving down across the southeastern corner of the country, by that time probably light and patchy, but it is going to be followed by that cooler and fairly windy weather with showers, and some of those showers quite heavy and blustery. That's it. A very good